I almost died yesterday and God saved me. Hi, if you're new to this channel, I'm Dr. K or Dr. Kareem Samhouri, and I help people optimize your health so that you can reach your full genetic potential. That's physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Today we're discussing spiritual. Yesterday when I got up in the morning, I heard that it was time to go ski, and I live on messages. I listen to God throughout each and every day in the name of Yeshua Mashiach, and then I do what I hear, and that's how I live my entire day. That's how I see miracles performed in front of me and through me, and all kinds of things that I'd love to talk to you more about because you have this potential and opportunity as well in your life, in your lives. Okay, so here we go. I wake up and I see that it's pouring rain. I hear it, go skiing, and this is how I live my life. So I decide I'm going to go skiing, and I'm driving up the canyon between Sedona and Flagstaff, and you have to go through this windy, turny place. And on it, I mean, it's beautiful. I think it's like National Geographic's like top 50 or 100 drives in America. It's absolutely outstanding. But as I'm going through it, I realize that it's starting to get icier because it's going from rain to sleet to suddenly ice to a bit of snow. And now I'm coming up the most twisty, turny, windy part that has a cliff off to the side. And for some reason, my tires aren't working. Now, I drive a four-wheel drive truck. I think it should be fine. It always is. But in this case, it's not. And I start to slip backwards. I check in once again to make sure I'm supposed to go forward. The Lord tells me I do. So I listen and I jam on and I start tapping on the gas. I go reverse, forward, everything I need to do. And I end up in motion again. Now I'm finding my way up through Flagstaff over to Snowbowl Road. And Snowbowl Road is Arizona Snowbowl, which is the ski mountain that I'm going to. There are signs all over the place when I get there that essentially say four-wheel drive, chains recommended, everything else. Road conditions are icy and hazardous. So I check in with the Lord again and I say, am I really supposed to go skiing? And I hear, absolutely, go. So I go, and I'm climbing up Snowball Road, and the same thing happens, but worse this time. I start sliding off, but it's not a cliff this time, and I've got a line of trucks and cars behind me that are trying to get past, except some of them are now sliding backwards because I went too slow. Some of them can't slow down in time, so it looks like they're going to rear end me, and I'm pedal to the metal, and the truck's just not moving. I don't know what's going on because, again, it should be able to handle the conditions. There's nothing wrong. Some nice guy comes by, rolls down the window and goes, "Hey, did you know that I think you're in four-wheel drive, but I've had this happen before, switching now to gear and whatever." And so I listen to him. Truck takes off and I go up the mountain. I end up skiing, and through that time, it was chilly. I mean, it was bone-chilling chilly. It was like 16-mile-an-hour winds sustained with 30, 40-mile-an-hour gusts. We're talking about lightning, flashes, and thunder. We're talking about snowfall everywhere. It was whiteout conditions, and I'm just skiing best I can. They even had warnings on the mountain about tree wells being extra severe, like holes in the ground next to the trees where snow can accumulate and fall on top of people. So they're like, don't tree ski alone. And I hear this message a couple of times. I'm like, whoa, all right. I usually be in the trees in conditions like this, so I don't even do that. I don't have the right mittens. My hands end up freezing. When I go to the bathroom and pee, I go to wash my hands, and it's like fire on my fingertips just to be able to tolerate the water. So I was like at that point of near frostbite, but I hear, go back out for one more run. And I do, and I hear, and then let's leave. Not only did I arrive at 10:10, but when I finished that run and it was time to leave, it was 12:12. I knew the Lord was with me, and I could see and pay attention to the signs as we went along. So it was time to leave. I checked in one more time. Should I drive down now, Lord? And I hear yes. And I go to drive down, and it turns into like a socked cloud, right? So it's just whiteout conditions everywhere. The windshield's now like icy, but the windshield wipers aren't working right. So I put my ski helmet back on and my ski goggles, and I stick my head out the window, and I'm driving with my head out the window so I can see in these whiteout conditions as if I'm skiing. So I find my way down Snowball Road. It's hilarious. Like half my beard's covered in snow and the other half completely dry. It's a pretty funny situation, wearing a ski helmet and goggles in the car. All right, so I get down to the end of the road. I'm like, relief. But no, it gets worse. The entire drive, the canyon's closed on the way home. The highway's about to shut down. My kids get called home early from school, so I got to go pick them up. And I'm listening, but this traffic's moving like 2 miles an hour instead of 75. So I throw on my helmet and my ski goggles again, stick my head out the window, and I'm driving, and I go by them at like 30 miles an hour because I can see what they can't see. And I make it past, and everything's good. Temperature starts to increase. I'm making my way back to Sedona. It's now 31 degrees, just 1 degree under freezing. And I see that traffic is clear. Everything looks better. So I speed up to about 45 miles an hour, knowing it's a bit unsafe, but I do it anyways. And during that time, all of a sudden, within like maybe 15 minutes, let's say, at that speed, I see just a highway full of cars. I see a car over in the median in the snow. I see like maybe 6 or 7 cars spread across the different lanes. And then I realize, I look in my rearview mirror and I see behind me there's a tractor trailer, there's a semi coming, and it's coming fast. So I'm like, whoa, what do I do? The thing is, in these cars, the people had already gotten out of their cars, all right? Mind you, they had already gotten out of their cars to assess the damage. So there are pedestrians standing on the highway, and I go to tap on the brakes. Now I start sliding running all over the place. I mean, left, right, all over both lanes of the highway. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. So what did I do? I'm thinking of my kids. I love them. I need to do this right. I can't hit the people. If I go that way, this semi-truck's going to crush me. And the only thing I think to do is I call it Yeshua Mashiach. And in that moment, a silence, a peacefulness comes over me and washes over me. And I hear a message that the Lord has been telling me now for 6 or 7 years, but I've been perhaps stubborn or it's been difficult for me to digest. And I agree with it. And as soon as I agree with it, the truck points straight and veers over away from the pedestrians. And all I'm doing is holding the steering wheel. It just moved. And I continued on my way, and the truck behind me got by too. And nobody got hurt because God is great. God is so good, and God is here for us. And when we call out in the name of Yeshua Mashiach, we too can experience miracles in our own lives. Don't wait for somebody else to do this for you. Don't wait for another person to prove it to you. Learn, figure it out, and listen to God. Live dynamically with God. If you don't know how to do that already, it's okay. It's not your fault. Go to gtsacademy.com, God Training School. I'll teach you how there, and there'll be other people who teach you. I think there's hundreds of people now that are already here in God. You have this opportunity to do the same thing. And had I not heard the Lord yesterday, that could have been the end of my life or somebody else's. I sure hope this reaches you in the deepest place of your heart, and you decide to share it, repost it, send it to the world, and most importantly, start speaking to God. Have a beautiful day. I love you. God bless you.